Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Facebook. Good afternoon, IG. Let me get these guys here on board. How is everybody doing out there on this? I don't know. It's a little bleaky Thursday afternoon here in sunny California. Hope everyone is doing well wherever you are. Elaine Proby here, CEO PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. You guys jump on board so we can get some of this good information in here. We're going to talk about the stimulus check that everybody is talking about. So I want to give you guys an update on what's that story about, because I mean, it sounds good. It sounds good, and we want to know how good it is and how true it is, and if so, how it's all going to work out for everybody involved and everyone who may or may not be qualified, if that is the case. So that's what we want to talk about today, you guys. Jump on board so we can get this information out here and make sure these cameras are right. Okay. All right. So, guys, I got so many phone calls from so many people asking about the stimulus check, and everyone seems to think that there's another stimulus check coming. And I just want to make sure that we have this conversation so we can update everybody on that conversation. It sounds, again, like I said, it sounds really good. It'd be great. It'd be, I'm sure a lot of people can actually use it. So it'd be nice to be able to get more money in people's pocket, especially those that are desperately in need of extra cash. So that would be a great thing to do. So when we talk about a stimulus check, again, it's a very exciting topic for a lot of people who desperately needs this cash. So I wanted to update everybody on what that story is. And, if that is the case, what about it, when, and so on and so forth. And if not, we want to talk about different things that are in place that is going to allow people to get cash in their pockets. So today we're going to talk about, who qualifies for the stimulus check, and what stimulus checks there are, and who gets them. And then we want to talk about when that happens. Okay, so that's the discussion today. Hi, Andy. Thanks for jumping on here. Oh, my lovely auntie, blessings to you too. Good afternoon, Inez. Good afternoon. Thank you for jumping on. As always, I appreciate you. You guys hit like and share on this video. Get all your friends on board. I'm sure everybody wants to know what's up with the money. Where is the stimulus money at? Okay, so we're going to talk about 3 different points today. And I'll let you guys know about the stimulus check. I'm usually excited to let people know about at least getting money and having money, right, or making money. So that's always an exciting topic for me. So hi, Eddie, you're on here. Great. Awesome. Okay, beautiful. So let's talk about the stimulus check. So, you guys, the American Rescue Plan that was signed into law last December, which put into effect the 3rd stimulus check that everybody got, most people got who were qualified. Of course, all the stuff you have to be qualified for. And most people had gotten that $1,400 stimulus check for the 3rd stimulus check. And so that was what we all know about, right? The 3rd stimulus check. And so the talks of this 4th stimulus check from the federal government, something from Congress, the talks about this 4th stimulus check has been put out there. It has been presented. They are talking about maybe doing a one-time $2,000 payment and or maybe doing monthly payments. Again, $1,200 for adults and another $500 or $600 per child. And so that's what they are proposing. Now, just keep in mind that when they're proposing this stuff, it has to go through all these different layers for it to even become reality. And so the proposal is to get a 4th stimulus check. The American people needs more money, and getting it a one-time deal and or getting it on a monthly basis, which a lot of people would prefer to have that monthly income coming in on a regular basis. So that 4th stimulus check has been proposed. It haven't even made it to the House of Representatives, because generally that's where it would go. And then, of course, they will pass it on. So it hasn't even made it to the House of Representatives yet. And it's just a proposal. And that's all it is right now, guys. So, again, the 2nd stimulus check and the 3rd stimulus check didn't look like it was even going to pass. So because the 4th stimulus check haven't made it anywhere, it haven't even gotten to the House of Representatives, it doesn't mean that there's not a possibility that this can happen. However, as of right now, it hasn't even made it to the House of Representatives, right? So just to really shed some light on that 4th stimulus check that a lot of people seem to think is going to come sometime soon. just to not put damper on the situation again, just like they said, the second one or the third one was probably not going to happen, but it did. And so we won't say that a fourth stimulus check won't happen, but as of right now, it hasn't even made it to the House of Representatives. So chances of it going to the House of Representatives and then getting to Congress and then getting that passed and getting out, is probably going to be a longer process than it did the 3 times that it took place. All right. So anyway, so that's what happened with the stimulus check from Congress. In the meantime, though, the American Rescue Plan did put something else in place, and some people is calling this the stimulus check, and that is the advance payment on the child tax credit. So some of you guys may have already received this. Some of you may not have received it yet. But what they did put in place, it was the child tax credit advance payments. And it was $3,600 out for the year for kids under 6 and $3,000 for kids under from 6 to 17. And they were sending these payments out on a monthly basis, $300 a month. They'll give you half, $300 a month, started in July. And then it was going to be $250 per child, started in July for the kids between 6 and 17. So that was what some people are calling another stimulus payment from the federal government. However, that is the advanced child tax credit. The reason why I'm emphasizing this is because I get calls also that people is thinking that this is a stimulus check and they think that it's not going to affect their taxes. However, the advanced child tax credit is going to affect your taxes. For the people who is getting that advance money, it's going to change when it's time for you to file your taxes. It's going to make a difference because if your dependence situation changes when you file those taxes, that payment that you got for those dependents is going to have to be taken into consideration when you file 2021 tax return. Okay, so don't consider, guys, for you guys that want to clarify, do not consider the advance payments for the child tax credit as a stimulus check, because that is a credit that you would have gotten on your 2021 taxes that will get adjusted based on your dependent situation. So if you have less dependents, you might owe some money back. If you have more dependent, of course, you'll get more money. Okay, so that's as far as clarification between, because I've got calls, some people is thinking that that's a stimulus check too, but it's not. All right, and so now what we do know, some states are giving out money to the residents of those states. And of course, here in sunny California, we have what is called the Golden State Stimulus. So in California, Governor Newsom had set aside some money for what he's called the, bringing California back. And so there's millions and millions of dollars that he've set aside, and about $100 billion actually that was set aside in order to give California residents a stimulus check. So in the state of California, and other states have their own thing that they got going on, but in California where we are, there's a $600 that the governor had in place. If you qualify for it, if you make less than $75,000 per year and or $150,000 for married filing joint. Okay, so that is $600 for those people who make less than $75,000. That's how you qualify. $500,000 per child, and this is from California Golden State Stimulus. That's what this one is. It's not the Congress, it's not the federal government. This is the state of California stimulus check. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify for you guys what that is, and then we'll talk about how you get that money and when that money is going to go out in the next 2 points. All right. So, hi, Margie. Thanks for jumping on here. Thanks for jumping in High Time of Zero. Thank you guys for jumping over here at IG. Thanks for joining in. Klaus for Pop. Thank you for hopping on. All right. So, the second point today, guys, is how can you still get your stimulus money? Now, this is very, very important. We're flooded with calls on this. How can you still get your stimulus money? For those of you who did not receive Stimulus 1, which is that $1,200, or Stimulus 2, which is the $600, and that was adjusted again based on how much money you made. For the people who did not receive those 2 checks, the only way to get them is to file a 2020 tax return, and it will be claimed as a recovery rebate credit on your tax return. So you must file your 2020 tax return to claim Stimulus 1 and Stimulus 2. Okay, so if you haven't filed those returns, even if you made no money and or not enough money to file, right? You don't have a filing requirement, but you want to file so you can get the stimulus check. Okay, so make sure you do that, get that in so you can get that $1,200 and or $600. Even if you made no money or not enough money to file a tax return, guys. The only way you'll get that is if you file. There's no automatic payment going out anymore for stimulus 1 and stimulus 2. Okay, please note. Now for the third stimulus check, guys, the one that was $1,400, the third stimulus check that came out in March. Now, once you filed your 2020 tax return, and hopefully you have already filed your 19, because the reason you never got that money because you probably didn't file 2019 taxes either. Once you file your 2020 return, 19 and 20 return, the government will automatically send you out if you're qualified, of course, there's the qualification of the income qualification. It will automatically send you out the third stimulus check if you qualified, which is the $1,400. And that was $1,400 per person within the household. So if there's 3 people, that's $1,400 times 3. You have to file your 20 taxes, though, and they will automatically send that money out to you. Okay, so guys, it's very important to get those taxes filed. I mean, along with maybe getting any other refund that's coming to you, there's that money sitting there if you hadn't gotten the stimulus 1, 2, or 3. Get those taxes filed so you can get that money. Okay, so that's the second point and how you can still get it. Some people want to know if they can still get it. They're going to be sending those checks out all the way through 2021. So make sure that you get your taxes filed, get your taxes in so you can get that money. Okay. And there's another thing to that, which is really, really cool. If in fact, when the government send out that stimulus 1 and 2, they base it on your 2019 taxes. When you file 2020, guys, if there's any adjustment to be made, they will automatically make that. Some people will get more money because maybe in 2019 they made more money than they did in 20. Since 20 was a COVID year, a lot of people may have made less money. So what the government will do will automatically adjust your stimulus payment based on the 19 numbers to the 20 numbers, and we'll send you those additional checks. You don't have to do anything. So right now, your obligation is to get your taxes on file and get it on file, and then they will figure out, what you get and if there's any additional monies coming in. So you got to file to get your stimulus checks for 20 from the federal government, and for the Golden State stimulus check as well from the state of California, Gavin Newsom, you would need to file your tax return as well so they can get their payment out to you. Okay. So that's the second point today, guys, on stimulus checks. You guys, let's see that's wonderful. All right, Margie, that's wonderful. Thank you. So that's the second point. Third point today, we want to talk about when the stimulus checks are going out. All right, stimulus checks, when are they going out? So the child tax credit, which some people are calling stimulus check, again, I want to clarify those monthly payments for the advanced child tax credit. They started sending those payments out the middle of July. So those are already going out periodically. Every 2 weeks, those are going out to families. I do know some people may not want to get those advance payments. You can go on the IRS website and you can stop those payments, because I've got calls on that as well. You can stop those advance payments because if you're concerned that it's going to affect your taxes maybe negatively in 2021, when you file 2021, you may want to stop those. But those are already going out July 15th. Those have started going out, so most people have already gotten those. And as far as the California stimulus, the Golden State checks, they have already sent out a couple batches of those checks. And the third batch was going out October the 5th, which was, I guess, this week. So the third batch is going out this week. What they're doing is they're depositing automatically into people who have their bank accounts there. And for those people who are getting those checks by mail, what they're doing in the state of California, they're mailing them out based on the last 3 digits of your zip code. So don't be worried if your friend got their check before you got yours, or a family got theirs before yours. It's going to be mailed out based on the last 3 digits of your zip code. So, don't worry. Your check will be coming if you are eligible. Once again, as a single person making less than $75,000 for the year, married, filing, joint, $150,000. So the third batch of those checks are going out on the 5th. Of course, they are going to be sending out checks to about 9 million Californians will be affected. And right now they're only at 2.6 million or somewhere, under 3 million is going out. So they have a long ways to go. Again, those checks will be going out throughout the year. They have a schedule letting you know how often the checks are going out, which is every month. Again, based on you filing your taxes. Now they're saying get your 2020 taxes on file as soon as possible. At least by October 15th, you want to get those taxes on file because they're going to use those taxes to see if you're qualified for the California Golden State stimulus check. This is a stimulus check from the state of California, and they are going to use your taxes once you file them to send them out. To send you out the $600, and it's going to go out like 45 days, say, after you file your taxes. And again, they have a schedule that they're sending this out. If they miss your scheduled date, because your taxes was filed, and let's say that you were scheduled to go out on, let's say, October the 18th, based on your zip code, based on the format they have, they said it will take maybe an additional 60 days to actually send your check out, your deposit out. Again, you don't have to worry about anything. Do not call. Okay, do not call. They've got this already all lined up. So if you're qualified, you will be getting this money. Okay, so that's the third thing. There is also a chart based on the zip code to tell you when they're going to go out, all the way up to January of 2022 if your zip code starting with 00 to 999. So that's how they're sending these payments out. And don't worry, if they miss you, they'll still come back, and it's just take a little bit longer, but you'll still get your payment. Okay. So that's the update on stimulus check, guys. Again, let me recap for you guys. Please make some notes. You guys share this information because it is, I think it's a little devastating when someone doesn't quite understand the process and they're thinking that there's money coming and it's not. I also want to make it known that if you do not have a filing requirement, if you're on any type of government subsidy, if Social Security, railroad retirement, disability, if you are on any of these payments, you don't have to do anything. There's no tax filing required. These are automatic. They line that up with Social Security offices. They line it up with all of the agencies, and they already know that information, and they will automatically give you the money. So California is going to send that money to you no matter what if you're qualified, okay? So let's recap, guys. This is stimulus check update today here at PROBY'S. Number one point is who qualifies for the stimulus check. Again, it's if you make less than $75,000 as a single person, $150,000 as married joint. As far as the fourth stimulus check from the federal government, guys, it has been proposed, but it hasn't made it to the House of Representatives, and it would have to go to Congress and all that stuff for it to get approved. As of right now, that is not happening. So when somebody tells you there's a fourth stimulus check going out, you want to make sure, are they speaking of the federal government or are they talking about your state? Again, here in the state of California, there is a stimulus check going out. And again, that's the one that we can talk about here in California, and some other states have the same process where they're sending money out to their citizens, right? Number 2 point today, how can you still get your stimulus check? For the federal government, the check stimulus 1 and 2 that went out in 2020. For you to be able to claim those, if you haven't gotten them because you didn't file your 19 return or 18 when they did these, you can file your 2020 and claim it on the tax return. If you do not file your 20 taxes, you cannot claim stimulus 1, stimulus 2. Those are not automatically going to be mailed out to you anymore. Stimulus 3, which is the $1,400, guys, per person. Once you file your 2020 taxes, 19 and 20, they will automatically send you stimulus 3 again. So that's what you have to do to still claim those stimulus check, okay? To claim California Golden State stimulus, of course, you got to file your 2020 tax return. So it's all about filing. If you have a filing requirement, unless you're on government subsidy. All right, so the third point today is when the stimulus checks are going out. So the Golden State stimulus check from California already started going out. It was started in July. They're on the third round, which started October the 5th. They're going to be sending these checks out all the way through 2021. And they're sending them out in order. Again, you must file your taxes. It's better if you file them by October 15th so you can get in line to get this check. Direct deposit or in the mail. Okay, so that's when you can expect these checks. And again, between this Golden State and the federal third stimulus check, they have all of 2021 to get this money out to you. So just don't worry. If you did the right thing and you hold up to your end of the bargain by filing your taxes as you should, then of course that money will be coming to you if you're eligible. Okay, so that is it today on stimulus update. So if your friend asks you about a stimulus check, now you guys can tell them the story, and everybody will get it. Right, is that right, Margie? That's right, Andy, Inez? Okay, so that's it, guys. We are here every Tuesday and Thursday. You guys tune in. Make sure that you have your notification on as you have lately, because you guys are in here. Share this video with all your friends and families. If you have any further question, you can give us a call at PROBY'S Tax at 323-290-9034. And Klaus for Pop said that's right. And if you still need to file those 2020 tax return, I think you have up until the end of this week to get it to PROBY'S, to even ensure that you may get them filed by October the 15th, guys. And if not, you want to do them shortly thereafter so you can get in line, right? Okay. And we actually have a secure website. You can upload all your stuff. You make sure you get it in there by the end of the week, so we are able to help you with that. So with that said, guys, I wanted to get up out of here, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday afternoon, and you guys take care of each other and take care of yourself. See you next week.